Some people chase comfort, others chase something higher. Balin Miller lived where fear and freedom meet, on sheer rock faces, frozen walls, and the edges of human possibility. At just 23 years old, he was already being called one of the most talented climbers of his generation. But in October of 2025, the mountains, and the lifestyle he loved, took him too soon. This is the story of Balin Miller. Balin Scott Miller grew up in Anchorage, Alaska, surrounded by mountains that quietly shape you whether you realize it or not. He started climbing young, introduced by his father, and by his early teens it was clear. This wasn't a hobby. This was who he was. Balin wasn't chasing sponsorships or spotlight. He worked seasonal jobs, fishing boats, mining, anything that gave him time and money to climb. Friends described him as fearless, magnetic, and deeply alive. Online, people knew him as the Orange Tent Guy, recognizable, joyful, and unapologetically himself. To Balin, climbing wasn't about conquering mountains. It was about meeting them honestly. By his early 20s, Balin was doing things most climbers never attempt, and doing them alone. He became known for bold solo ascents in Alaska, Canada, and Patagonia, routes where mistakes don't get second chances. In 2025, he completed the first solo ascent of the Slovak direct route on Denali, one of the most difficult alpine routes in North America. It took him more than 2 days, alone, carrying everything he needed, relying only on his skill and judgment. Veteran climbers took notice. Some called him the future of alpinism, others said he was already there. But the higher you go, the thinner the margin becomes. Solo climbing is different. There's no partner to double-check your system, no one to catch mistakes, no backup plan if something goes wrong. Balin understood that better than anyone. He accepted the risks, not recklessly, but intentionally. To him, total focus was freedom, and yet even the best climbers in the world are still human at the end of the day. On October 1st, 2025, Balin was climbing El Capitan in Yosemite National Park, one of the most iconic walls in the world. He was attempting a lead rope solo of the Route Sea of Dreams, a demanding climb requiring precision, endurance, and constant system management. He successfully completed the route, but after the climb, his haul bag became stuck while descending. As he worked to free it, something went catastrophically wrong. Balin rappelled past the end of his rope, a rare but known hazard in climbing, and fell. He did not survive. Part of the tragedy was that the moment unfolded during a live stream, leaving viewers helpless as events progressed. The climbing community was stunned. Balin Miller's death reignited hard conversations about risk, solo climbing, and how far is too far. But to reduce his life to the way it ended would miss the point. Balin lived fully, doing exactly what he loved, exactly how he chose to do it. He inspired countless climbers to chase mastery, humility, and respect for the mountains. His story isn't a warning, it's a reminder. That passion can lift us higher than we ever imagined, and that the edge is always closer than it looks.